Hello and welcome to Shea Stadium in beautiful Highlands Ranch, Colorado. My name is Jack Schauer and I'm here with Thomas Hall. And Thomas, how does it feel to be on the mic for once?
It's definitely a little different, but I'm ready to give it a shot and see how it goes.
Great. We have a great game lined up for tonight as the 1-1 Mountain Vista Golden Eagles take on the 2-1 Columbine Rebels. So, Thomas, what are your keys to the game tonight for both of these teams?
Well, for Mountain Vista, it's really going to start with their midfield play. We have a very strong midfield, and for our strikers, we don't really know about our strikers yet. Their identity for this season's not there. So I think everything's going to have to start out with the midfield. You play to the strikers' feet and play through balls. No over-the-top balls because like I said, we're not sure how our strikers are going to handle over-the-top balls. And for Columbine, really, they got to score early. They need to catch Mountain Vista sleeping because we have a very strong defense, and that's about it.
Right, and really some key players to watch here. On the Mountain Vista side of things, I mean, obviously, like you said, the midfield. So, I mean, we have to be watching Savannah Mills, Jamie Sawagid, Katie DeRosier, Maisie Paulson. You know, those are all big players and players that have really played well so far in this season and players that played very well for them last season when they went on to win the state tournament. And like you said, you know, the strikers, they're kind of an unknown on what their play style is so far. I mean, we saw Katie Harris last year, and she was very good, but, you know, like you said, you can't have those through balls like that with her because she's not as fast. I mean, she does have the strong leg, but she isn't as fast to catch up to those balls. And Shay Jones, who is just, I mean, ridiculously tall especially for a striker.
Yep.
I mean, she has 2 goals this season already, and she's only a sophomore. So, I mean, really, she's played very well to this point, but it'll be interesting to see how Vista works with 2 strikers that, you know, aren't fast.
Yeah, set pieces are going to be a huge thing because we have the size with Shay Jones, also with the technical ability of Katie Harris. So, yeah, we're not. This game is not going to be won off of over-the-top balls, the chase and run balls. It's going to be technical, play to the feet, and through balls. That's our game plan for today for Mountain Vista.
Right, and some leaders for Columbine to look out for. I mean, really, this team statistically isn't led by one player in a stat category, kind of to the same as Vista is with assists, but Marshall, Allwood, and Sarconi, they all have 1 goal each to their name. And Penrose is the only one that really stands out of anything with 2 assists. So, I mean, really, you know, not one team is stacked more than the other. I mean, Vista goaltending-wise, we're going to see both goalies play in this game. Both of them played very well last season. You know, Kylie Love went down with an injury, and Bailey Baker came in and really stepped up for this team. And, you know, it's hard for them to sit a player like Bailey Baker. But at the same time, you have to respect, you know, Kylie Love being a senior and that she's played in the program on the varsity level for 4 years.
You know, it's kind of a good issue to have. We have 2 solid goalkeepers. One's obviously younger than the other, and I think what Coach Teresa is doing is very good, splitting time, giving each player the chance to show themselves, really.
Right. Different story, though, for Columbine. I mean, both goalies have played so far in this season, but Samuelson has by far played 3 times as many minutes as Michael has. And she has 11 saves this year, so I mean she's having a very strong season so far.
Yep. And for this Columbine team, they're a very young team. Not many seniors on this roster, and they're really going to need to look for that leadership, not only for this game but throughout the season.
All right, so both teams are coming down the field to get set for the kickoff. Barrett Brookfield and Shay Jones look to be taking it for Vista.
Yeah, Mountain Vista is going to need to get out to a fast start here, gain possession, control the game for themselves, and really create the tempo for the game.
You know, I think a factor that maybe you can't quite see on the camera, but I mean we can for sure feel it up here in the press box. It is very windy and it's raining just a little bit, so I mean that should be interesting to see how the ball plays off this ground and to see, you know, how it rolls in, especially when the ball goes in the air for clears on where it's going to blow. I mean, it's blowing in our face here, so it's coming from the west side.
It's going to be a very fast game. That ball is going to move very fast on the turf, which would play the hands of Mountain Vista.
Ball going back and forth across the midfield here. Looks to be Romero with the ball. She's going to take this one down the field for Vista. Try and create an opportunity, gives it across the middle. No one there for it, and Columbine intercepts it.
You know, that's all right by Mountain Vista. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to play it to the feet, looking for that through ball. That's really what they need to try to do.
Romero back with the ball. She's having some trouble with it, but does gain control, and Columbine will clear it. We do have a foul here, though. It looks like it will be on Columbine, so Vista will get the free kick on the far sideline.
Very dangerous set piece right here. They're going to be looking for Shay Jones there in the air to attack.
Van Cleve will take the free kick for Vista. She's the sophomore defenseman. Kicks it right towards the net, and Vista had an open chance there, but great defense by Columbine to stick with it. And so now Mountain Vista will get the corner. Savannah Mills, the senior, will take it.
That was a great cross. Put it in a dangerous position in the 6-yard line. A couple Mountain Vista players were there and should have made contact with that ball.
Corner comes inbound, and it goes on top of the net. I mean, Vista really had a good chance there, and they kind of got lucky there that the goaltender Samuelson didn't, catch it with her hand. She tried to almost knee it, but Columbine's defense was right on top of that ball to just kind of kick it out and make sure there was no second chance opportunity there for Vista.
Yeah, Columbine did a great job of boxing out the Vista players, so they couldn't make contact. They did a very good job of clearing that ball.
So now a goal kick here for Samuelson. Officials discussing something. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, the goalkeeper has the same jersey on as the Columbine players.
So they
Sneaky, yeah. Putting the red penny on so they can actually tell which one's the goalkeeper.
Make sure. I was wondering what was happening there because they were bringing a penny onto the field. So it will be a goal kick for Samuelson now. Well, doesn't quite get to midfield. Paulson with the header. Katie Harris now running in front of her. Through ball maybe a little bit too far struck for Harris, and she won't be able to catch up to that one. And so it will be another goal kick here for Columbine. Samuelson is set to kick the ball away again. This one kind of gets up there and just kind of sinks right down. Mills putting pressure on Columbine.
Great pressure by the Mountain Vista midfield.
Yeah, Jameson loses that ball. Brookfield gives it over. The cross coming in from Albee. Mills giving the ball up to Albee. And Albee just kind of kicks that one away. So kind of a missed opportunity there, I think, for Vista, but very good defense from Columbine to make sure they didn't get that cross in.
Yeah, great ball movement there by Mountain Vista. Finished product not there, but it was also because of Columbine and their organization there in the back four.
Kick coming in from the goal. Jameson with it. Kind of just kicks it right into the middle of nowhere, but Columbine does come up with it. And just a poor pass there from Allwood. Columbine just kind of sticking with it somehow. And now Vista will clear it, and so it'll be a throw-in for Columbine. It will be Cook throwing it in.
Yeah, Columbine really needs to calm down a little bit. They need to try to get some possession and really slow this game down. Mountain Vista's been on the attack since the game started.
Weiser with the ball. She's working against Jamie Sawagat. Sawagat just kind of ran all the way across the field there, covering both ends. Penrose will get it for the inbound pass. Lofts it in. And Vista will regain control on the defensive side. Hendren with it. Going to try and look to clear this ball. Gives it up the side, just bounces up and over Sawagat's head. She just really didn't have a chance on that one. Kind of gave a tough bounce to her.
Yeah, rain is picking up, wind's picking up, temperature's dropping, so it's gonna be interesting here throughout the rest of the game.
Long throw in here for Mountain Vista. gets it over to Brookfield, but not able to stay with it, and it will go out. And it will be a corner kick here for Mountain Vista. Mills coming back out to take it.
Now, if you're Columbine here, you really want to clear this ball out and try to catch Mountain Vista on the counterattack. Relieve that pressure on your defense.
Mills inbounds a corner kick. This one a lot better than the first. Columbine will get it and clear it, and we'll have a foul. Looks to be against Mountain Vista, so Columbine will be able to get the free kick here, and really kind of another missed opportunity from Vista.
Yeah, I believe it was Shea Jones who went over top of the Columbine defender, and can't do that. Missed opportunity there by Mountain Vista.
Kind of a poor foul there by Shea Jones.
Yep.
Sawagid working on defense now for Mountain Vista. Columbine working at the midfield. Sawagid trying to clear this one back across to the Columbine side, and she will gain control, but just gets outran by Weber. Columbine back at the midfield. Weber with the ball again. Columbine starting to put a little more pressure here on Vista, but it will go out of bounds. So Vista will get the inbounding pass. Wind and rain picking up a little bit more now. Romero with another long throw in that goes right to the Columbine player. We apologize for a brief moment here. We're going to shut the window because of the wind and rain coming inside, getting on the equipment. So we will have that shut until the rain slows down again and we can open that window up.
With the rain picking up, though, it really favors Mountain Vista. Mountain Vista plays a very fast game, technical-wise, and the rain is really going to help that ball move.
Number 14, Olive Ward with it. Good job by Mountain Vista, really swarm that ball, though. Not give him a chance. Shea Jones with it back at the midfield. Crosses it up to Brookfield. Samuelson, the goaltender, will end up with it. Brookfield going to put some pressure, but Samuelson has enough time to clear it. Albie's going to try and prevent this ball from going out. Gives it back to Hendren. Rain really starting to come down now at Shea Stadium. Albie with it. Clears it across the field. Savannah Mills, I mean, she's likely the fastest player in this program, and you kind of see a little bit of that right there.
Yep.
As she was trying to chase that ball down.
You need to look for more of those balls, though, down the side. Through balls for Savannah Mills, as she is so fast. She can get in that open space.
So Columbine back with the ball again. Gutierrez clears it up to the front.
Great ball there.
Yeah, great clear there. Got it up to Allward, and she just couldn't quite stick with it. It was great work on the defense by Ashley Van Cleve to get that one out of bounds and really prevent a chance there from Columbine. Inbound in from Columbine. Cleared out there by Polson. Shea Jones trying to get that ball back for Vista.
Great pressure by the Mountain Vista strikers. Doesn't give Columbine any time to move the ball.
Jamieson with the ball at midfield. And, ooh, Savannah Mills went down hard. She's kind of limping up there. I think she might have twisted her ankle on that one. She got crossed up a little. It looks like she's moving all right now. I'll be working on defense there. There will be a Columbine throw in here on the far corner. We apologize for the inability to quite see through the window. Camera was focusing on the rain on the window. We apologize for that difficulty with it. Cook inbounds it, but it is taken away, and that looked like it should have been a penalty on Columbine. They went right through Kate Albie's legs. But it will be a goal kick. So Love will be taking the goal kick. She got the start today as we near the 30th minute. Harris gets it. She gets tripped up but stays on her feet and sticks with the ball. Loses it though. But Mountain Vista stays with the ball. Mills with it on the near sideline. Puts a good move on the defender. Now she's got a chance. She's got a little bit of room to work with. Gets it up to Harris. And Harris can't quite get there. And it'll go out of bounds.
That would probably have to, you can blame that on the rain right there. Ball's a little slippery. Can't really get a touch on it.
Rolls a little quicker on the turf.
Rolls a little quicker, yep. But no, that was great by Mountain Vista. Like I said, Savannah Mills on the left-hand side is very fast, and she's very sleek. So she gets that open space, she can find the open man. It's very dangerous for Mountain Vista.
So now another goal kick here from Columbine. Olsen with it. Turns it over to Columbine, and kind of a struggle for the possession here at midfield, and Columbine does win it. And now a good clear here from Columbine. Good through ball. Hendren's trying to play up to the middle towards Allward. But a good job there by Kylie Love to just get on top of that ball, and she'll get it away quickly to Kate Albee.
Aggressive goalkeeping right there by Kylie Love really helped out her defense.
Albee gives it over to Hendren, and Hendren will clear this one. Harris gets it. And now it'll be Vista clears that one down, and it'll be a goal kick here again for Columbine. Couldn't quite catch up to the through ball there. Coming from the far sideline. This will be another goal kick from Samuelson. She's really having to use her leg a lot here with all those goal kicks.
Constant pressure from the Mountain Vista players.
Mills with the ball. Gives it over to McCabe. Mills back with it. Loses possession, but she's really fighting for it. And that ball will just get past McCabe. A little bit too close and a little bit too much power on that pass there from Mills.
Honestly, I don't think she was expecting that ball to come right to her. Came in kind of hot.
Columbine will clear it up to the midfield, but it will go out of bounds. So Vista with the throw in. Albee throws it in to McCabe. Long clear there. Down to Van Cleve, who cleared it. And now it will be Romero with the ball. And she'll clear that one up out of bounds to the midfield.
So far, Mountain Vista's winning this game because of the midfield pressure. They're really putting pressure on Columbine. They don't have time to really move the ball. That's playing in Mountain Vista's favor right now.
Romero went to head that ball and put her head right into the chest of the Columbine attacker. Will end up to be a free kick here for Mountain Vista. And I mean, really, if we look at the scoring chances so far in the first 15 minutes of this game, really Columbine has had one solid chance, and Vista's had closer to 3 or 4 probably, but I mean, really, it's been kind of a battle at the midfield here. Neither team has really had a lot of opportunities.
And for Mountain Vista, they've been looking for those through balls, and those through balls down the left and right side to really get the cross in. That's really good for our size because we have a lot more height than a lot of other teams, and really using our game plan wisely here.
Albee tries and get the pass up to Mills, but it's intercepted there by Cook. Now Columbine trying to create their scoring opportunity, but it's great play there by Maisie Polson to come from behind and take that ball away. Marshall with the ball, gives it across to the far sideline. Working up the far sideline now is Columbine. Good defense, though, from Vista. Van Cleve put it out of bounds, and so it'll be a throw in here for Columbine. Throw in intercepted there. Great read there by the Mountain Vista defenseman. Now they'll work it upfield. Shea Jones can't quite handle that one, and it'll go back out of bounds for another Columbine throw in. Penrose will throw it in for Columbine. Working on the far sideline here is Columbine. Some good pressure put on there by DeRosier. You know, DeRosier family is really talented in soccer. You know, Johnny being the senior who's played for the boys 3 years on varsity, you know, and now Katie giving her chance here at varsity soccer.
Yep, Katie's going to have to live up to her brother's footsteps, as Johnny was a captain of the men's team. But a very talented family and a blessed family at that.
And so now Vista will get the throw in. Albee has it. and gives it up to Harris, who can't quite control it. And so now it will be Marshall back with the ball. Gives it all the way across the field to Gutierrez. I'm sorry, not Gutierrez, Penrose.
This is a really important time for Columbine. They need to gain this game back. They need to get more possession, really take the pressure off their defense as they've been working very hard the first couple minutes of the game.
And so now we are inside the 24th minute here in the first half. Still tied 0-0. Long throw in here coming from Vista. Jones has it, but a good job there from Columbine to take it away and clear it. And so now midfield play here coming from Columbine and trying to get it up. Through ball a little bit too far and level call off the defender. Van Cleve. I mean, really, I think that's only the second time Love has even touched this ball in this game.
No, very good job by the Mountain Vista defense. They're really communicating very well. They keep each other in line, and you can see it with their organization through the midfield too.
Good job there by Van Cleve to get her foot in there, and they'll call a foul on her. Probably got the leg there of, it'd be Allward, or Allward. So Penrose will take the free kick here for Columbine. Gets it into the middle, low free kick. So Albee will get it and tries to clear it, but doesn't get a good footing on it. So Hendren will finally clear it for Vista. And it'll go out of bounds for a Columbine throw-in now. So now they'll motion Cook to go a little further down the sideline for the throw-in. Cook will throw it in here to Marshall. Marshall gets tripped up from behind on Mills. Jones couldn't quite get to that ball that Mills had for her. She fell down, and Mills will get the ball back now. Jones with it. And they will get it all the way to the near sideline now for a Vista throw-in. So here comes Vista now with another chance here, close to the Columbine now. Let's see if they can try and do something now with it. Albee gives it over to Mills. Mills gets tripped up from behind, and she goes down, and she is really favoring that left leg, it looks like.
Yeah, it might be from that earlier trip up in the midfield.
Jones tries to take a shot, but it goes way wide to the left.
Yeah, Savannah took a cleat to the back of the heel right there, and that's not gonna. I think that's the same ankle she twisted earlier. So.
And looks like she's favoring it a little bit right now. So we'll see if Coach Teresa
gives her a break for a minute. Yeah.
21:45 left in the first. I mean, you can really see how that wind is affecting that kick, though. I mean, early on in the game, she was hitting that all the way to the 40, and it just kind of went up and then just fell straight down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, the wind is blowing very hard right now, and we have the Mount Vista has the ball or the wind to their back, and that ball is going to move really fast.
Goes through the 5-hole there of Albee. She's trying to work away here from Columbine. It'll be a Columbine throw-in. Chloe Kim will take the throw-in again here for Columbine. Looks like Vista is readying some substitutions here on the far sideline. Van Cleve clears it down. And now Jones will try and get up to it. It'll be kicked out of bounds here by Columbine. So it looks like Mills will get her chance to get a little bit of a break here. Probably rest that leg. 4 subs coming onto the field. Looks to be Caitlin Sayer, Corey Hoyer, as well as Barrett Brookfield. Hoyer coming into the game and just turns that ball over. Van Cleve with it now, trying to work to get the ball back. Columbine's now got a chance here. Puts it through on the far corner, no goal.
Very well done there by Columbine. That's really how they should be playing. They should create chances off of turnovers and play those through balls to their strikers.
And it was Libby Spangler that tried to put that ball to the far post, and it just out of Kylie Love's reach. And really, if she puts that ball 6 inches to the right, that ball's going in.
Yeah, that's a very promising play for Columbine, as they have started off very slow this game, and this maybe give them a little spark to hopefully get better throughout the game.
Love with a weak goal kick there. Only gets to the 30. She has the wind at her back, may I remind you. Olsen crosses the field with it. Sandra Romero gets it up. Now it'll be Brookfield on the far sideline, trying to gain control. And so now Columbine, midfielder, will get tripped over, and that was Penrose with it on the far sideline. So Vista will get control. It'll be another throw in here for Mountain Vista. So now it'll be Brookfield working towards the near sideline. Gives it up to Horry, who wasn't quite ready for it to go to her back heel. Brookfield trying to keep it in bounds here. It will be a Columbine throw-in. Be Polson with the ball. Gives it across, and a little confusion there from Vista on who was going to get that pass, as it was right in between two players. Harris trying to gain control of it.
This game is really a midfield game, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, really, in the past 10 minutes, I think we've had maybe one scoring opportunity here.
We kind of saw that coming, but we didn't think it would be to this extent. And really, hopefully in the second half, both teams really open up and create more chances. But so far, there's 17 minutes left in the first half, and maybe a team can break one.
So going back and forth here at midfield. It's Columbine and Vista. And it looked like it was Sarconi that got tripped up from behind. Columbine stays with it and clears it down the field. And now Polson with it for Vista. Trying to put on something attacking and can't quite catch up to it there is Katie DeRosier.
Yeah, right now Vista's not doing a very good job in the final third. They need to compose themselves and hopefully make some more passes. They're getting good looks there on the outside, and they could possibly get more crosses. They just need to connect on them.
So now Columbine will get it back to the midfield here. And now Mountain Vista will be making a substitution. There'll be a throw in here for Vista. Long throw in. Goes, right off the face there. It looks like Paige Livingston.
Yeah, that one did not feel
yeah.
good. It's cold outside.
Probably
right in
hit
the
her
face.
right.
Yeah.
Could have hit her right square in the nose too.
Took it like a champ, though.
She's off already. And she'll go talk to Joe Eckhoff, the trainer for Mountain Vista.
Wow, you can already see a couple players stretching there.
Yeah,
I wonder if
muscles getting a little tight, probably.
Maybe going from really hot to cold. Maybe that might be affecting them a little bit.
And so it'll look like Sawagid will come on the field here for Mountain Vista. So it'll be a free kick here for Columbine. Ball getting wet, as you can see her trying to dry it off a little bit. And now another battle here at midfield for possession. Vista will win it, but Columbine coming from behind the Vista attacker there. Looked like it might have been a handball, but no call there by the referee, and Van Cleve will just kick this one out of bounds.
If you're Columbine right here, you really want to pin Mountain Vista. Finish this first half off very strong.
You got 15 minutes left to do that. I mean, and really, this is a good chance here. When we've seen Columbine down here, they've really created a good couple of chances. But now they'll have to clear it back across the midline. Jones putting pressure on them.
Yeah, take your time, pass the ball around, get some possession. Make your build-up play a little better than it has been.
Barrett Brookfield trying to put some pressure on there. And it'll go over the head of Caitlin Sager. So now here comes a chance here from Libby Spangler. This shot goes high off the crossbar. No good.
Very, very nice there by Columbine. The over-the-top ball was perfect on the point, and the cross to the striker
I
was
mean,
very
great
very
through
well
ball
done.
there from Libby Spangler up to Skylar Allward.
If Columbine can get that possession and use their build-up play, it's very impressive. Mount Vista's defense really didn't know what to do with that right now.
No, and I mean, really, once that ball kind of went over Caitlin Sager's head, they kind of had that oh crap
Yeah,
moment, like
deer in the headlights.
got
They
to
didn't know what
turn
to do.
around and just sprint towards that. This will be a throw in here for Columbine. Chloe Kim will take it. Kim will give it down the sideline. It'll be a Vista throw in now. AJ Stevens will take it. So now we see Savannah Mills coming back on the field. Good to see that she's all right. Subbing in for Ryan McCabe. Inbound pass will come to Mills, and she's already down on the ground. So, I mean, really, she's kind of taking a beating here in this game.
That's the type of player Savannah is. She's very aggressive, and she's not afraid to have contact.
Plays very fast.
Yeah.
Stevens will get the free kick here for Vista. Sends it all the way down the field to Jones. Jones can't handle it, though. And so Columbine will come up with the ball again. And so it will be Caitlin Weiser who tries to get it up. It'll be intercepted here from Vista. Chloe Kim working against Savannah Mills now, trying to get possession. Barrett Brookfield now on the near sideline. Gets a cross over. A little bit too near to the goal. Shay Jones can't get in. It'll go up and over the Samuelson's head, and Shay Jones gets the first goal of the game here for Mountain Vista with 14 minutes left in the half.
That play all started with Savannah Mills as she created a turnover there in the midfield, passed it off to Brookfield. Brookfield with a great cross, but the Columbine defense did not know what to do with it, and it fell right to Shay Jones.
And it looked like Columbine's defense really was trying to get that ball out of there, but they just hit it straight up in the air, and Shay Jones just used her height to her advantage to get that ball into the net.
Great composure there by Shay Jones, as it was a little hectic, but she was able to put the ball in the back of the net. Great job by Mountain Vista. And that only came by Mountain Vista's aggression in the midfield.
Yeah, I mean, and really, you saw that there with Savannah Mills, like you just said. I mean, she came onto the field, and it was like it almost instantly, it kind of switched the momentum.
Her energy is something special. Not many players can bring it, but when she steps on the field, if something happens, every player on the field's energy just goes up, and that's good for Mountain Vista.
So Vista gains control of it now. Romero gives it up, and Shay Jones back with the ball after her goal there.
If you're Columbine, you don't want to freak out here. That was just an unlucky touch. Happened to be
you got to stay calm.
Yep, you need to try to gain possession in the midfield. Really be composed and don't freak out.
Polson with the ball now for Vista, gives it up to Mills. Mills to Stevens. And Mills can't quite control that pass, and it'll go out of bounds. See a little bit of frustration there with Mills after she couldn't control that one. So we'll have a substitution now coming in for Columbine. Off the field is Nicole Sarconi. And coming on, it looks like it'll be Mulaney Jamison. Cook inbounds the ball. It'll be immediately taken back here from Vista. And Sager will clear it down. Barrett Brookfield trying to gain some possession here. And Columbine gets it. Kim gives it back to the goaltender, Samuelson. Putting on pressure is Shay Jones and nearly caused a turnover there. But a good job by Columbine to keep their cool and stick with that ball. But it looks like we'll have a free kick here from Mountain Vista at about the 15-yard line.
Very
dangerous spot here for Vista to really put in another one here.
For Mountain Vista right here, you really need to capitalize on this. We have the height, and this is where we need to try to play it in for Shay Jones.
Just inside 12 minutes now in the half. And taking the kick will be DeRosier for Mountain Vista.
Watch the counterattack here for Columbine.
Free kick comes in and goes high over the net from DeRosier. So it'll be another goal kick here for Samuelson. She'll get it off quickly. Putting on pressure is DeRosier. Trying to cause a turnover here. Columbine stays with it. Marshall with it now at the midfield. Gives it over to Weiser. Weiser up the field to McKee. McKee will turn it over. So Polson gives it along the far sideline now to DeRosier. And now Barrett Brookfield will get it. And Savannah Mills was waiting for a through ball there, and now Savannah Mills will get the through ball. She's going to have to hustle to this one to get it before the corner. Cook putting on some good pressure, and so now it will be a corner kick there from Savannah Mills. And yet again, we see Savannah Mills really putting pressure on Columbine with her speed.
Yeah, great recovery there by Chloe Cook. She got beat, but she was able to make that ground back up and force a corner kick.
Mills gets the corner in. A good corner here from Mills. Jones can't quite get to it. Looks like that was her intended target there on the corner. And Mills gets it back in the cross. Looking for it. Weak attempt there from, it looked like, Shea Jones. But it was a good opportunity there from, Jamie Sawaget off the header. She couldn't quite get control of it, though. Chloe Cook with the ball now. Cook gives it up, and it'll be Polson that ends up with it for Vista. Sawaget now with it, gives it to Shea Jones. Jones just kicks it upfield and turns it right over. Not a good pass there from Shea Jones.
Maisie Paulson has been a terror there in the midfield. Columbine has not been able to get the ball past Maisie Paulson, which is a good sign. Maisie Paulson obviously going to Jacksonville State, D1 school.
Several commits here for Mountain Vista on this team. Really shows the talent level that they have.
Not only talent too, coaching by Coach Teresa really to get the players to talk. And a lot of these players have been playing with each other for a really long time, so the chemistry is
really
definitely
gets good
there.
Chemistry. And so this ball gets over the head of the defender, and Shea Jones had a chance. And now Samuelson is out of position, but no one was there from Vista. And there'll be another chance here, and no good off of the foot of Brookfield. She hit that one a little bit wide.
Missed opportunity there by Mount Vista.
Yeah,
really got to capitalize on
goaltender
those.
Samuelson was not ready for that ball. Really got herself out of position. And so Mills will get another corner kick here. I think she's going to be looking at Shea Jones here on kind of the farther side of the net. Doesn't quite get it all the way over there, but Vista now with a chance in front of the net, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick here for Columbine.
Mount Vista will take all these corner kicks. It pins the Columbine players in their own half, and they obviously haven't been able to get the ball out of their own half, and it just keeps the pressure up. Game management there by Mount Vista.
This will be another goal kick here from Samuelson with 8 minutes left in the half. Sawaget will have a call here.
Looked like a handball there on Sawaget.
So Columbine will get the ball back now. When pushing the ball away from Marshall as she's trying to take this free kick. Free kick there. That goes right to Mountain Vista. Now Shea Jones with it at the midfield. A little bit behind Brookfield there. Brookfield had some room to run if that pass was completed. So now Columbine with possession at the midfield. It'll be Jamison with it. Jamison gives it up to Marshall.
Great hold-up play there by Jamison to really find the right pass. Keep possession for Columbine.
Columbine had some really good passing there, but ended up losing it, and so it'll be Mills with it. Cook working against her. Stevens, the pass right behind. Sager gives it up to Mills now. And so it'll be a throw in here for Vista. And the whistle blown before Mills can get that one in. It'll be a substitution here for Mountain Vista. Shea Jones coming off. And on the field will be Paige Livingston. Barrett Brookfield will come off now. And Livingston will come in. So good to see Livingston come back in after she got hit in the face. Stevens will give the long throw in. That goes out of bounds. And so it'll be another throw in here from Vista. Long throw in here from Mills up to Livingston. Livingston trying to catch up to it. It'll stay inbounds somehow, but now it'll roll out for a free kick here from Columbine.
Now Page is a different. We sound good so far.
All right, we do apologize for that break up there. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we are back now. Didn't really miss too much action here. We are inside 5 minutes left in the half. Columbine will have a throw in here. Cook will have it. Cook inbounds it over to Allward. Allward working against Stevens with Mills right on top of her as well. And Stevens will get it in clear. Good play there by A.J. Stevens to get that ball and clear it down the field. Columbine doesn't get it right back, though. Marshall will give it all the way across to Penrose. Oh, man, and what a save there by Kylie Love to get up.
Got a little lucky on that, but I'm glad she got a touch on that one.
Great little chip shot there from Skylar Allward.
That was a bit cheeky there from the striker, yep.
Great job there by Kylie Love to just get a fingertip on it and put it up and over. And I wasn't sure if that went in or if it went over at first, but incredible job there from Kylie Love, the senior.
This is great from Columbine. They need to finish off the half with some confidence.
So we'll have a corner kick here now from Columbine. This is their first of the game. Coming in here from Columbine is the kick. They can't handle it, and so Vista will get it. Cook with it is going to put a weak shot on net, and Love will be able to handle it quite easily there.
Yeah, great goaltending there by the senior Kylie Love to get a touch on that ball. I don't think she was expecting that to be a chip shot.
So Love will give it the boot now down the field. Cook will have it with Columbine. We've really said her name a lot in this game.
Just like Maisie
Defensive
Polson,
leader, yeah.
she's been a terror there for Columbine, really controlling the midfield.
So Columbine will have the ball again at midfield. They'll clear it up. Good job there from Van Cleve to get her head on it and put it the other way. And so Jones will have it. Jones, the sole holder of a goal in this game so far. Livingston working with it now on the far sideline for Vista. Harris working against her. Just trying to get in front of the defender, Peyton Weber. Harris back with the ball. Gives it up. Great job there from Katie Harris. Try and get that ball back. So Columbine with it again. Clear here coming from Columbine. Vista gives it up, so now Columbine will create their chance here, but Polson with some great defense, really using her speed to her advantage there to get in front of Columbine. Stevens will kick this one a long way down. We have 1:40 left now in the first. Samuelson will just roll it up there to Metz. Metz gives it up, and so now Mills will try and create a chance here for Vista. Mills got a little bit of an opportunity here and kicks it wide to the left of the net.
Great chance there for Mountain Vista. Savannah might have been able to cross it there for Page, but I love the intensity that Savannah brings to be able to put off
I
a
think
shot.
if Savannah tries and put that one to the far post, I think it's a little bit more of a chance there, as Samuelson was really hugging that post there. 1 minute now remaining in the half. Romero will get the throw in for Vista. Romero will have a long throw in here. Goes off the head of Columbine for another throw in now for Romero. Right back at the same spot that she started. She's really giving herself a little bit of a chance to run up here and throw this one. And yet again another throw in here for Vista. 30 seconds left in the half.
Mountain Vista's all right with this. They're looking to get in the half without any incident. Go up to the half on 1-0 and then come back stronger in the second half.
Columbine gets it. Now Harris will have it at the midfield. Columbine going to try and clear this one. Will go out of bounds. Players on the bench have to duck out of the way that one. 6 seconds left now, so I don't think Vista really has enough time to get a shot on net as Columbine will gain possession. And that is the end of the first half. Mountain Vista leading 1-0 here at Shea Stadium. I mean, really some great play we've seen here from both teams, and just a midfield battle really in this game.
Yep.
All right, so we will send it to halftime. We'll be back here in a few minutes with a first half recap and as well as a look ahead to the second half of this game. All right, we apologize. Our halftime segment didn't quite work there, so dead air for a little bit, which is never entertaining. But we're going to kind of look at what these teams need to do here coming into the second half. So, Thomas, what do you think Columbine will need to do?
For Columbine, it's really dispossess Mountain Vista. Mountain Vista has had a lot of the possession throughout the first half, and that's just what Mountain Vista wants. As you can tell with the goal, that's what happened. The pressure in the midfield. Columbine really needs to gain that possession, push forward, and try to pin Mountain Vista in their own half. Try to push, because as we saw, once Mountain Vista's defenders got pressure on them, they really kind of freaked out and they didn't know what to do. So,
and I mean, really kind of going off of what you were saying, we can really look at that and see, the scoring opportunities that Columbine has had. I mean, they had the one that just like poked up and over by Kylie Love, which was just a great job there by her. But really, it seems like Columbine almost shoots themselves in the foot when they get into their attacking third, and they kind of just turn over the ball too quickly. And I mean, really, this game has just been back and forth at the midfield, and Vista has won it by far.
Yeah,
in this game.
Columbine's final product has not been there tonight. Maybe they can turn it around there here in the second half.
And I think a thing that Columbine's going to have to do is figure out how to stop Savannah Mills. I mean, her pressure has just been ridiculous in this game coming off of the near sideline, and they just haven't really had a way to stop her in this game.
It's almost unfair how much energy she brings to this team, not only for herself but everyone around her. She went out obviously for a little bit, and you can kind of tell Mount Vista was kind of stale. They really didn't know what to do, but as soon as she came back on, she turned it up. Everyone played 10 times better. The organization was better. The communication was better. She really seems like a leader on this team.
Right, definitely.
Now for Mount Vista, their keys to the second half is to keep hammering Columbine in the middle field. Their pressure is insane. Maisie Paulson is a terror there in the midfield, obviously not letting anyone past her, which is kind of the job of a sweeper. But yeah, and to keep hammering forward, keep possession, pretty much imitate what they did in the first half.
Right, and I mean, if you look at what your key to the game was here for Mountain Vista was, play well in the midfield. And I mean, really, Vista has shown in this game why they're the best midfield in the state. I mean, it's been impossible for, them to stop, like I just said, Savannah Mills coming out of the midfield. Maisie Polson's been playing great. Katie DeRosier's been doing good. I mean, really, if you look at any of the midfielders on this team right now, none of them are having a bad game.
No. And it all just comes with communication of the hold-up play by the strikers, feeding it out to the wings and having the wings run. That's all you got to really do to win a soccer game.
Communication on this team.
Communication's great.
Incredible.
That's what I noticed with our defense and Maisie Paulson. They all communicate. Our four in the back communicate with Maisie. Maisie feeds it up, and it's been a great job by all around by Mountain Vista so far.
So it will be Columbine that will start with the ball here for the second half, down by 1 goal. I mean, certainly not even a safe goal here with Mountain Vista.
Yeah, that brings me back to my the keys to the game. Score fast if you're Columbine. Catch Mountain Vista sleeping, and you can put you back right into this game.
Columbine will start with the ball here. Gonna take it back. It'll be Chloe Cook on the far sideline now for Columbine. Sun starting to poke out of the skies from behind the clouds. Wind has certainly died down a lot. We have throw in here for Vista. Goes over Katie Harris's head. Battle yet again at midfield for possession. Vista has it right now. Maisie Polson now with it. It's going to give it across the far sideline, or to the near sideline, excuse me, to Savannah Mills. And so Hendren will get it now for Vista after poor passing there from Columbine. And Albee gives it over to Sawagat in the midfield. Now Katie Harris will get in. She gets pulled down from behind. It looks like no call there, though. So it'll go out of bounds, and it will be a Columbine throw-in, I believe. Throw-in coming from Cook into the midfield to Sarconi. Sarconi loses possession. So it'll be Harris with it. Putting pressure now on Cook. And it'll go out of bounds. There'll be another throw in here for Cook.
That pressure by Mountain Vista is on another level. There is no time for any Columbine player to get anything off their feet. It's unreal.
So Sawagat was putting pressure there, and it'll be a turnover by Polson. Polson went in for a slide tackle there. I don't know if that was intentional or if that was because she slipped. Van Cleve will just kick this one out of bounds.
Boy, did that ball keep rolling. It didn't look like
just
a hard
kept going,
ball.
yeah.
That ball just kept rolling.
So it'll be Cook throwing it in yet again for Columbine. So it'll go out of bounds now, and it'll be a Vista throw in this time. Kate Albee will take it for Mountain Vista.
Game of throw-ins here in the second half.
Yeah, certainly within the first 2 minutes here. This ball goes out of bounds yet again.
Another throw-in. Start getting points
Just
for
kind
throw-ins.
of inching back and forth, I guess. Good clear there from Ashley Van Cleve, getting this one down all the way to the far side of the field. Sarconi with it now for Columbine, over to Cook. Sawagat kicks this one over to Albee. Back to Sawagat. Sawagat with some tough defense against her and turns this one over. So now Columbine has a little bit of a chance here if they can get around the defender. Van Cleve playing really tight defense there. Good job there from Van Cleve. This one's just kind of booted up from Marshall and out of bounds. And so it'll be a goal kick here for Mountain Vista. Bailey Baker getting the start in net for the second half.
Great start there for Columbine, though. They look a lot more energized than they did in the first half.
Definitely playing a much tighter defense. I mean, Vista hasn't had the ball on the Columbine side of the field yet. So Columbine has another chance here, but great defense yet again from Ashley Van Cleve.
Columbine is playing to their feet of their strikers. They're not trying to play an over-the-top ball, which has been really nice and helping their strikers out. They're also winning right now the midfield battle.
Cook inbounds it in to, it looks to be Allward. Allward inbounds it, and ooh!
Appeared to be offsides.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, the ref did signal offsides. So it would be a free kick for Vista because of the offside. So even if that ball went in, it would not have been a goal.
Yeah, great save by Bailey Baker, though.
Yeah, it was
she held her
great
ground,
job.
yeah. But like I said, score early from Columbine. They caught Vista sleeping right there. Unfortunately, weren't able to put the ball in the back of the net, but that's what I'm talking about when they catch Mount Vista sleeping.
So Romero clears it down to Harris. Harris over to Sawagat in the middle of the field. Sawagat now gives a through ball up, not handled there by Katie DeRosier, and it'll go out of bounds for yet another Columbine throw-in. Throw in to Metz. Metz gives it to Sarconi, and Metz will clear it down the field now. Now this ball will just get over everybody, and so Bailey Baker will handle it. Gives it over to Hendren. Hendren with a good move there to get around the pressure from the striker there of Columbine. Sarconi with the ball now at midfield. Vista gains possession. Hendren trying to clear it up, but Sarconi gets a leg on it. Van Cleve will clear it up to the midfield. Sawagat with it. It'll be Shea Jones over to Katie Harris. Vista's got a little bit of a chance here. Katie Harris working on. Turns it over to Kim, but she's putting pressure, trying to get this ball back, and Cook will just kick it out of bounds.
Great recovery there by the Columbine defender, Chloe Cook.
She's really been the top player here, I think, so far in this game for Columbine.
Yeah, she's been very solid.
Great defense.
Very solid in the midfield and defense.
Columbine gets it up the field now. Will be Weiser with it. Gets it up now. Good job there from Romero on defense for Mountain Vista. So Polson gives it up there. Sarconi with it now.
This really looks like a different Columbine team. They're playing with a lot more intensity, putting pressure on the Mountain Vista defenders. Really what their game plan needs to be. Control the midfield, win the midfield, and push up.
So Columbine now passing it around in the backfield. A poor pass there by Marshall. Be intercepted there by Katie DeRosier. Harris now with it, working on for Vista. Trying to get the cross in, but a good defense there from Morlang. And so now it will be Romero with it. The defender working on here on her own. She's going to get this cross in, but it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick.
That's all right, though. I like to see the defender making a run like that. Really keeps the midfield on their toes, not knowing if there's a defender who's going to make a run like that.
Ball gets cleared down to about the 45-yard line. Vista will gain control. Polson with it now. The Jacksonville State commit gives it over to Romero. Romero clears it up to Katie Harris. Harris tries to give it back to Mills, but gets right past Mills. And Polson can't handle this ball now, and so Vista will gain control. Sun really starting to beat down now on the field. Columbine back with it. Columbine working with it. Good job there by Romero. She's playing well in this game, especially in the second half, to really keep the chances low for Columbine. Chloe Cook with it now on the far sideline. Cook gives it over to Weber. Weber loses control, and it will be possessed by Van Cleve, and they'll call a foul on Van Cleve. And so it'll be a dangerous spot for a free kick here for Columbine.
Yeah, not sure where the foul was there, but really love the possession from Columbine. Way different than the first half, and obviously you can say it's put them back at the game.
So we got 31:45 here left in the second. This is going to form their wall here to try and prevent a chance. It'll be Skylar Allward with the ball.
Not much of a shooting threat here, but watch the ball from the 6-yard box. Really could cause problems for goalie Bailey Baker.
Not the best free kick take there.
Yeah, not the. I don't think that's the free kick they were practicing here on the training
right
grounds.
Right over to Romero. Throw-in will come from Columbine. Trying to stick with it in the corner. Good pressure there by Romero. And Mills from behind. And it will be Vista ball. Look, I thought that ball was going to go towards Columbine, if anything, for a free kick. But
it looks like Savannah Mills maybe clipped the heel of the Columbine player there.
Didn't quite get the ball. Either way, Vista will get the free kick now. Van Cleve will take it. Ball rolling on the ground as she goes up to kick it. Columbine with the ball now in the midfield. Marshall gives it to the far sideline to Cook. Good pressure there.
Another strong challenge there by Mountain Vista defender.
Romero trying to get to that one, but it'll blow the whistle. There's a Columbine player down, not quite sure who it is. And they will stop the clock here with 30:15 left. She gets up limping, and it looks like it is Skylar Allward.
Very dangerous spot for a set piece. This is definitely a shooting threat. Mount Vista really needs to be careful here. This second half has really been controlled by Columbine. Way surprising than the first half.
So the trainer for Mountain Vista, Joel Eckhoff, will walk with her off the field, get her checked out on the sideline, and make sure she's doing all right. She looks to be walking okay. She'll head back over on her own power. So it'll be another free kick opportunity here for Columbine. See if they can do a little more with this one. Their last one, they couldn't really even have any chance with it. And it will be Libby Spangler with it. Gives a chip shot. Oh, off the crossbar. There's a great chance there from Libby Spangler. And, I mean, she really put it as high as she could there.
I'm
really
not
made
sure.
It a tough save.
I'm not sure if Bailey Baker really got touch on that ball, but it was definitely a close call. Columbine's been really putting the pressure on Mount Vista here in the second half. Look way different. I love, like, they're winning the midfield battle, which is allowing them to get more possession. and more opportunities going forward.
Baker kicks this one down the field. A little bit of a tangle up and got a few Vista players down as well as a Columbine player.
It's getting a little chippy here
Yeah,
right
it is.
now.
Oh, and this ball, I don't even know how that ball got hit towards the midfield.
Yeah, players
Marshall,
flying around
yeah,
right now.
It was Tegan Marshall that went in a barrel roll there. She got tripped up, and so another free kick for Columbine. We'll have another clock stoppage. Looks like the official is going to take Tegan Marshall off the field for some reason. Not quite sure what for.
Maybe have a little bit of
Walking off
blood.
her.
Maybe there's blood on the jersey
Oh,
there.
she
but
was carded.
is that?
Got a yellow card.
Oh, so she does have to leave the field with a yellow card here in high school. Not sure where that yellow card was from.
I'm not quite sure what it's for.
She might have said something to the ref. The ref
Yeah,
didn't like.
that's a good possibility. There's something on the field that we couldn't see that she said.
I think the ref did a really good job there, though. It's been really chippy here the past couple minutes. He really needs to take control of this game, and I think
Yeah, make sure they kind of calm down a little bit.
she might have not deserved the yellow card, but I think it really does a good job of calming it down.
Yeah, puts a little bit of an emphasis. Ooh, and inside here,
Ooh.
it will be offsides.
That
On
6-yard box
Columbine,
cross,
yeah.
really causes
That was dangerous there.
very, very much dangerous.
I mean, it was a good job by Bailey Baker. I mean, really, if she gets possession of that ball, it's even better. But I think really just kind of the tip job there with Hendren right on top of her to clear it out.
Yeah, almost
Worked
caught Mount Vista sleeping there.
I don't think they were quite ready for Caitlin Weiser to come in. Baker will take the goal kick. Gets it to the midfield. Jones with it. Jones trying to get it up to Brookfield, but it's intercepted by Columbine. Vista with 3 of their strikers on the field now. Working with it is Columbine, moving into the attacking third. Skylar Allward with it. Gives it up, and a good defense there from Ashley Van Cleve as well as Jalen Hendren putting some pressure there. Ball's just bouncing around at the midfield, and Vista will take it over. Barrett Brookfield with it now on the near sideline. Working up with it is Brookfield.
Nice little
Brookfield
run
gets a
by
chance
Brookfield.
here. Gets it through, and doesn't quite get the foot on it that she wanted to.
Great run by
Great
Brookfield,
chancer
though.
by Brookfield.
She took that from probably about the 40-yard line, didn't she?
Yeah,
Wow, what a
she
run.
ran way, way down there with that ball.
Quick
Polson
start.
gets it. Polson giving a floater up and over, no good.
Almost caught the goalkeeper sleeping there. That was honestly a great save from the Columbine
that was
goalkeeper. I don't
very
think she
good.
expected the cross to
No.
be that close to her goal.
Vista will get the corner kick now. They're going to be targeting Shea Jones on this one. Ball goes up and over everyone's head, a little bit too much on it, and Harris will have to sprint over to keep it from going out of bounds, but turns it over right to Columbine. Goes off of the arm of Romero. And so it will be Morgan Penrose to take the throw in for Columbine. Takes the longer option of the 2 that she had. Throws it over the head. Harris kicks it up to Brookfield. Harris with a good interception now is going to take I think it was intended to be a shot there,
Yeah.
but didn't really.
Might have been a heat check
Yes.
there. Try to catch the goalie off guard again.
Substitutions coming in now for Mountain Vista. Paige Livingston as well as Caitlin Sager and Jamie Sawagid coming on the field. Maybe Columbine will get the ball here after the substitutions, working with it at midfield. Columbine got a little bit of a chance here, but great job there by Van Cleve to take that ball away and really disrupt a good chance there for Columbine. On the far sideline now. Katie DeRosier trying to start something for Vista. This ball will go all the way up and over the fence on the far side and hit the preschool. This will be a throw in here for Mountain Vista.
If you're Mountain Vista, you really need to calm down. Try to regain that possession. Take some pressure off your back four.
Throwing goes up and over the head of Katie DeRosier, so Columbine will take possession. Trying to get this ball through, a little bit too long. So it'll be a goal kick, I believe, for Mountain Vista. Baker with a good boot there, up to the 35. Gets past the Jamie Sawagid. Columbine will get control, though, at the midfield and kick it out of bounds. Brookfield will take the throw in, hands it off to Sawagid. Sawagid inbounds it to Hendren. Hendren back to Sawagid. Sawagid up to McCabe, and McCabe gives it back to Sager. Vista working at the far sideline now. Really some good passing here from Mountain Vista. Try to get that ball across to Livingston. A little bit too far out of her reach. Van Cleve giving it a couple headers there.
That was a great sequence there for Mountain Vista. Really just slow down the game. Get themselves back into it.
Van Cleve with the ball again for Vista. Chloe Cook trying to put some pressure on there. Be headed from Livingston over to McCabe. McCabe giving it across the field now. Over to, not quite sure who it is. And, ooh, tough little trip up there between Columbine and Vista, and it'll be ruled Columbine ball. Looked like it was between Paige Livingston as well as Morlang.
Mountain Vista really needs to look for the ground pass. No more aerial over the top balls. It worked for them in the second half to really play to the feet of their strikers. Not sure why they're looking for the more over-the-top balls.
Sager trying to get it out of the defensive third for Vista. It'll be a throw in here. Jordan Offerdahl will take the throw in. Columbine with the ball again. They've got a little bit of a chance here, a little bit of running room. A great job there by Bailey Baker to come out of the net and put her hands on that ball.
Aggressive goalkeeping once again saves the Mountain Vista defense. Great job by the goalkeeper.
This ball out of reach of Hendren. I'll just kind of put a weak shot, I guess you could call it, down there.
Yep. Trying to catch the goalie off guard.
So now Vista will make a couple more substitutions. Looks like Shea Jones will be coming on the field as well as AJ Stevens. Savannah Mills also back on the field for Mountain Vista. Baker with a poor goal kick there. Gonna wind back up with it in her arms. She'll punt this one down the field now. Mills trying to get control. It'll be called a handball. Didn't quite take the bounce that Mills wanted,
No.
I think.
We haven't really said Savannah Mills' name quite often here in the second half. Columbine's done a really good job of shutting her down. Inbound free kick there from Columbine. Vista will come up with it. Paige Livingston as well as Ryan McCabe run into each other there, and Columbine keeps possession. Jones putting some pressure. Ooh, that one nearly almost slipped through the hands.
21 minutes left now in the half. Columbine and Vista going back and forth yet again at midfield. Savannah Mills trying to get possession of the ball here. Chloe Cook gets it. Puts a good move on Mills to keep possession. Marshall with it now. Gives it back to her backfield. Morlang kicking it up.
Great step there by the Mountain Vista defender.
And Cleve trying to put some pressure on A little bit of another chance here. They get it outside. It'll be Weber. Great defense, though, from Jamie Sawagat as well as Ashley Van Cleve to stick with it.
That was a great sequence there for Van Cleve. Getting that step in and really recovering there to help her teammate out, Jamie Sawagat.
And, I mean, she came flying across the
Out of
field, too,
nowhere.
to help out Sawagat.
Really showing that intensity of every player of the Mount Vista team. Don't give up mentality.
Chloe Cook going to give the corner kick in here for Columbine. Inbounds it. Good corner there. Cook will give another cross here just over everyone's head. And it will go out of bounds, and also it will be a throw-in. And it will be a goal kick. I believe they are ruling it for Mountain Vista. Stevens will take the throw in for Mountain Vista.
For Columbine, you kind of want to try to pin them in this corner. Don't let them out, catch them off guard.
Inbound coming into Savannah Mills. Goes off of Mills, and so it'll be a goal kick for Mountain Vista. So let's see if Bailey Baker can do a little better job with the goal kick here. She really hasn't sent them too far down the field.
She is kicking in the wind, so we got to give her a little break there.
Better kick there from Baker, clearing this one. And so now Shea Jones will have it for Vista at the midfield. Trying to work with her. So it'll be McCabe. McCabe falling down, trying to gain possession here. Columbine gets it. Paige Livingston putting pressure on the backfield here. Morlang clears this one up to Polson. Polson, as well as Weber, trying to fight for possession here. Kick it back to Stevens, and Stevens will clear this one up to Shea Jones. Jones back to McCabe. To the near side to Romero. Good job by Romero there to keep possession after the challenge. And Romero will not quite get this one to Paige Livingston on the near sideline, and so Columbine will get their throw in. Penrose inbounds the ball, and it'll go off of Weber. Romero now has the ball. Inbounded. Vista making a substitution. It'll be Katie Harris coming on and Barrett Brookfield, the freshman, coming off. Romero gets it up and over the head. Vista just kind of inches this one down the field with that throw-in. Long throw-in from Romero to the midfield. McCabe gets it now. McCabe with a little bit of a chance. She can't quite work around the defender, but we will have, I believe, a free kick now for Mountain Vista.
Yeah, not sure where that foul was. A bit questionable there from the referee.
Pretty fair officiating, I'd say, so
Yeah.
far in this game, but definitely some questionable calling.
It's been both ways, but right now this is a very, very good opportunity for Mountain Vista, not only for a strike at goal, but also for a cheeky little chip over to like a Shea Jones or a Paige Livingston.
Polson will be taking the free kick for Mountain Vista.
Polson's having a hard time. The ball keeps rolling away whenever she lets go of the ball.
Polson gets the ball set. Gives a shot there. Too well struck, I think, and goes up and over.
Yeah, that's all right though. I like how they pinned Columbine back for a little bit. Managed the game a little bit better. Take some pressure off their goalie Bailey Baker. He's done a fantastic job here in the second half.
So Vista gains control of it back at the midfield. Immediately kind of turns it over to Columbine. Columbine now on the near sideline. Gets it up to Weber. Weber loses control now, and it'll be Weiser with it. Weiser with it. Polson working against her. Weiser trying to get around Polson. Gives it up to Cook. Cook can't control it, and so now Mills will get it and give it back to Stevens. Cook really putting a lot of pressure here on Vista to get this one out a little faster. Mills gives it up to Jones. Jones with the through ball up to Livingston. Livingston didn't handle that one well, though. And so it'll be a throw in here for Vista on the far sideline.
Yeah, great idea there from Shea Jones. Just the pass was a little heavy there for Paige Livingston.
Mills inbounds this ball to Livingston.
She's kind of by herself down there. There's not really anyone to help her out.
Jones trying to catch up to this ball. Doesn't quite get there. But Stevens will get it off of her thigh. Columbine gets possession now at the midfield. Mills with a good steal there. And now gets a, good positioning though from Columbine. That was a good cross up to Livingston. It will be a Vista throw in. Mills looking for an opportunity here. Give it to Shea Jones. Columbine gets possession now. Little poor ball handling there from Oferdal. And now there's a chance here for Columbine. She can't handle it though. Oh, and they will call a foul.
Yeah, that was not needed there by Jamie Sawaga.
She did not need to bump in.
Yeah, she had plenty of defenders around her. There's no need to take a foul right there.
It was Allward that went down. So Columbine will get their opportunity here.
Dangerous set piece, but from the same area the last time that they caught Bailey Baker there on the 6-yard box.
Morgan Penrose taking it.
The ball's starting to move again.
This wind is becoming a little out of hand, I think.
I think it's Columbine Mountain Vista versus the wind. I think that's the true game here.
It's a three-way game going.
See if she can put it there in the 6-yard box.
Gives it a good boot, though. A little bit too high. I think she was trying to put a shot on net.
Yeah, a little ambitious.
Anything.
I would like to see a better cross to maybe get her teammates a little bit better of an opportunity as we are winding down there in the game.
13:40 now left in the game. I think Vista's really going to try and just keep possession of this ball, try and burn the clock out as much as they can.
Yeah, I don't want to get too fancy here. Just really want to keep possession. Don't give the ball back to Columbine. And if you're Columbine, really start pushing the pace.
Baker gets it up to the 30. Polson with a little bit of a push, though, to give it an extra 5. Mills pressuring Marshall. Marshall back with it now after going a little bit back and forth. Tries to give it to Cook, but good job by Mills. Mills is going to work it across to Livingston. Livingston and the defender both fall down. It was Morlang working against her. Cook now with it again. Cook gives it up to Marshall. Marshall working against Shea Jones, the striker. See almost Shea Jones as well as Katie Harris playing a little bit more midfield, kind of less attacking mindset to him almost in this half.
Yeah, more of attacking midfield. They stay more on the other side of the half, but really I think it's to help the midfield and defense keep the ball.
So cross here to Jones, but it will be,
it's another one of those silly
poor
fouls.
Foul, yeah. Harris did not need to run into the Columbine defender, and really Savannah Mills had a great chance there if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, I think that was more of a frustrating foul than anything. Katie did lose the ball, and she might have been a little bit frustrated about that.
Can't let those things affect you, though, in this game, especially when it's a tight one like this.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
McCabe gives it over to Mills. Mills working on the far sideline. She's been a little more incorporated in this game in the last 10 minutes. And Livingston can't catch up to this one. So it will be a Columbine throw-in, I believe, in the corner.
Very important period right here for Mountain Vista, maybe to pin Columbine there in the corner.
This one booted down the field by Morlang. Polson gets a good touch on it over to Mills on the far sideline. Mills trying to get it over to Jones in the midfield, but it's intercepted. And now Columbine will clear it down the field. Good header there from Van Cleve. Right back at you, though, says Columbine. So it's McCabe trying to work with it. Harris really putting some pressure. It'll be a free kick, though, for Mountain Vista.
Great refereeing there. Saw the advantage there for Mountain Vista, but pulled it back as the ball did go out of bounds.
So it'll be Van Cleve to take the free kick here right at the 48.5 mark.
Yeah, if you're Mountain Vista, you're in no hurry to take free kicks or throw-ins or anything of that such.
All right, burn a little bit more clock
Yeah.
if you can. Van Cleve with a good kick there. And goes out of bounds. Mills couldn't quite handle it.
That's all right, though. Puts it back in the Columbine half.
And so now Mountain Vista will be making a substitution. Paige Livingston will be coming off, and it looks like Katie DeRosier will come on the field for Vista. McCabe not quite tall enough to get to that one. Now Romero gives it off to the near sideline. DeRosier can't handle this. And so Columbine will get possession back. So Baker will have another goal kick here. Inside 10 minutes with 9:45 left. So, I mean, really, clock kind of starting to become a little bit of a factor here for Columbine. They really got to push this ball down the field a little more. So Marshall goes over the back of McCabe. Good play here from the Vista backfield. Polson gets it up to McCabe. And now DeRosier will work with it on the near sideline, trying to get it up field, but it will go out of bounds, and so Columbine will get a throw in.
Yeah, it looks like Mountain Vista's playing more kickball now. They're just trying to kick the ball downfield, waste some more time.
Ball.
Looks like the referee's talking to another Columbine player, possibly might be talking again.
Looks like it was more of a disciplinary talk than anything. It was Libby Spangler that was discussing with the official.
Yeah, great tackle there by Libby Spangler.
Columbine will retain possession. Throw-in gets to Spangler. Not controlled by Columbine. That was Jamison that couldn't quite control that pass. So McCabe with a good through ball up to Harris. Harris working on the near sideline. And it'll get out of bounds there off the foot of Laura McKee. So McCabe will take the throw in for Mountain Vista. Romero, and it will rule it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Mountain Vista, or sorry, for Columbine. Penrose working it up the field. Good job there by Polson to get a foot on it. Really flew in there trying to take that ball away from Jamison. Jones putting some good pressure on the midfield, but Columbine retains possession. Marshall at the midfield gives it to Cook on the far sideline. Mills putting the pressure on now for Vista. This one will get intercepted by Ryan McCabe. Pass was intended for Jamison. So Romero will get the ball. Clears it up to Harris. Harris just trying to get it out of her way. Now Harris has a little bit of a scoring opportunity here. She's got one person to beat. Gets a good inbound ball. Good save there by Samuelson, though, to dive on top of that one. Clear, not handled there from Polson. Columbine gets possession now. Columbine with a little bit of a chance here, but they don't really have anyone down the field to help them. Penrose boots this one down the field. So now it will be Bailey Baker will come out of the net to handle it. Gives it up to A.J. Stevens on the far sideline. Stevens with a good clear. Now Jones has it at the midfield. Jones gives it up to Mills.
I think if you're Columbine right now, I think you got to throw everyone forward.
Yeah,
Can't really.
I mean, especially on that last possession there, it looked like they didn't really put anyone up that attack. And, I mean, really, it was a 4-on-8 almost.
Yeah, it looks like they're still at a 4-2-1-2, and they really need to change that to probably like a 4-2-4 or something like that.
Get a little more attacking.
Yeah, maybe get your wingers out too.
Harris with the ball. Trying to gain possession here against McKee. Getting held, though, in the corner. No call from the official. McCabe trying to catch up to Weber. Good job there by DeRosier to break up the attack there from Columbine, and now Stevens will have it on the far sideline. Stevens with a ground ball. Up to Moorlander.
Mount Vista's really forcing some balls in. They need to retain possession, not trying to force anything in, create less
Columbine's
turnovers.
got a little bit of a chance now. It's Allward on the far sideline. She's going to try and look to get a cross attempt here, but great job there by Ashley Van Cleve. And it'll just roll into the hands of Bailey Baker. And Allward taking a second to stand up there. 5 minutes left now in this game. Ball booted down the field by Bailey Baker. Columbine gets possession. Stevens as well as Jones, and it looks like Mills trying to get possession here for Vista. Paulson with it now. Loses possession, but a great job there by Jamie Sawagat. Mills trying to catch up to that one. Wasn't quite fast enough.
She's faster. She ain't that fast.
Jones gives it back to Stevens. Stevens with a good move, but gets it out of bounds.
Yeah, sloppy play there on the left-hand side for Mount Vista. Then you look for maybe like a switch ball or switch fields or something. Catch Columbine.
Right, trying
More
to
space.
cross it.
Yeah.
Paulson playing defense here. Cook.
Great
Having a good
recovery
chance,
there by
yeah.
Paulson.
It'll be whistled, so it'll be a free kick here, I believe, for Mountain Vista.
Yeah, advantage was played by the referee on that on the hit on Maisie Paulson. That was really a good play by Maisie to take that contact and create a penalty, which is wasting obviously more and more time.
4 minutes left in the game. Vista still up 1-0. Good clear there from Van Cleve. Paulson giving it over to Mills. Mills gets kicked, it looked like, by Cook. Yeah, that one definitely hurt. It looked like Cook missed the ball entirely and just hit Mills right in the leg.
Yeah, that looks like the same leg too from Savannah Mills.
She's just taking a
Taking a
beating.
beating.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just the type of player she is, honestly.
Just
I think
very
embarrassing
aggressive.
people, yeah. I don't think a defender
Plays
likes
fast
that very
and,
much.
Yeah. Stevens with the deep free kick chance there, though, but handled by Samuelson.
Yeah, miscommunication there on the free kick with Stevens and the other players on the box.
Yeah, I think she was trying to get a little more
Yeah.
towards the line than right at the goaltender. Good header there by Van Cleve. She's been playing great defense all night. Polson with a good touch. Gets it up to Mills on the far sideline. Mills goes down again. She's really hurting now, it looks like.
Yeah, I think at this point of the game, if I'm Coach Teresa, I would say I would give Savannah maybe take her out for the rest of the game. Yeah.
And I mean, she is down now.
Yeah, she's
She
not a
looks
player.
like she's really in some pain.
She's not a player you want to lose. So.
So she will get up and limp off the field. She'll have to be almost carried off the field there from Joe Eckhoff.
Yeah, in the beginning of the season, too, you don't want to risk anything because it is a long season.
And, I mean, especially if you're a player like Savannah Mills where you burn everything you got every game, it can really get tough on your body there. This ball skied up in the air by Van Cleve. Jones being held from behind, but gets it up. Really, this is just kind of killing clock here from Vista. Livingston putting pressure. This ball will get out of bounds for a throw in for Mountain Vista. 2 minutes left. Romero will take the throw in for Mountain Vista. Romero giving it a long throw in. It's off the head of Penrose for another throw in. Romero giving it another long throw in. McKee gets it. McKee clearing it up the field. Romero handles it though. And so now Paulson for Mountain Vista will have the ball. Minute 30 left. Katie Harris with the ball on the far sideline. Harris trying to create a little bit of a chance here. Turns it over, and it'll go out of bounds. It will be called Columbine possession here with 1:20 left. So really, I think this might be the last chance Columbine has here, getting the throw in.
Yeah, Columbine really needs to throw everything they got at this last minute. Push everyone up forward, because at this point you're not losing anything.
If you let in another goal, it doesn't really hurt you. Katie Harris kicking the ball up. Barrett Brookfield now trying to beat the defender. Doesn't quite get in front of her, though. And McCabe with it. Good defense, though, from Peyton Weber. So 50 seconds left now. And Columbine's really going to have to push this ball up the field.
That was a fantastic through ball by Katie Harris, too. That was on the money.
Weber with it, and it'll go out of bounds. So it will be, looks like they will be calling it a free kick here for Columbine at the midfield.
Not sure where that's from, but a bit late there from the referee.
30 seconds left. Penrose will take it. Gives it a deep clear. Shea Jones gives it a header. 20 seconds left now. And Barrett Brookfield will gain possession for Vista. And I think this clock will run almost all the way down. 10 seconds left. And Vista will control this ball. And now Brookfield almost gets another chance here. And it'll be put in by Paige Livingston with about less than a second left to make it a 2-0 game. And so Mountain Vista takes home the win here. Not sure if they're going to count Livingston's goal or not. It'll look pretty on the stat sheet for her. But either way, Vista wins 1-0, 2-0, depending on who you ask in this one.
I definitely think she got it off. It is March Madness, but it's the wrong sport there for a buzzer beater, but we'll take it.
So Mountain Vista comes away winning this one. I mean, really overall great game from Vista. I think you couldn't really ask for anything more from them. You know, really controlled the midfield offensively. You know, every opportunity they had was a great shot. Defensively, they only allowed 2 or 3 solid chances from Columbine.
Yeah, much better there much better from Columbine, and they had a much better second half. Unfortunately, nothing really went their way in the second half, but they did look a lot better. They controlled the midfield. Great midfield battle from both teams, but Mount Vista comes out with the win.
All right. Well, obviously, we thank you guys for tuning in with us tonight. We'll have another game being broadcast on the VistaNow YouTube channel tomorrow as the Mountain Vista baseball team takes on Chaparral, I believe. So it should be a great game. Vista with top 5 team in the state for baseball. So we hope you'll join us on there tomorrow, and we thank you for joining in.